Hey there guys, before I start this episode I'd like to announce I have the new stickers for animations. Thank you to Revi Ray for doing this, they look great and look forward to use them in this episode. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Blade of Kagakayo and I am here to talk about motorsports and sim racing from the furry perspective. Today's topic, I will be talking about women drivers in motorsports, particularly those up and coming ones that I've been keeping a close eye on due to their impressive performances. In the past, we had a fair few women drivers who made it through, including the likes of Lila Lombardi, who raced for Mark, REM and Williams, who also became the only women driver to score a point in a Formula 1 World Championship. Also we had Danica Patrick, who is well known in motorsports in the USA, where she competed in both IndyCars and NASCAR, where she was not so bad herself. Then of course we have a British racing driver, Catherine Legg, who was seen dotted about in various championships herself, who was especially impressive when she was racing for the Nissan Delta Wing in the United Sports Cars Championship in the US. The most impressive women racing driver in the past I came across while researching for this video is a South African born racing driver go by the name of Desire Wilson, who became the first and only woman to win the Old British Formula 1 Championship race at Brands Hatch. This performance was fantastic as it shows that even back then how competitive women drivers can be against men. Because of this, she had her legacy cemented by having a grandstand named after her at Brands Hatch, which is located at the side of the start main straight. Recently there has been a surge of interest of women racing drivers. This was done largely to the thanks of the W Series, which is a women-only racing series based on Formula 3 cars. This was there to help to promote and showcase the talent of women drivers in this sport. I cannot say enough how amazingly successful the W Series has been last year. Despite people having some misgivings about it, particularly it feels that they segregate them from the sport. However, I am a supporter of this due to the fact in reality of how difficult it is for women racing drivers to get noticed in general, especially when they've been trying their hardest to make their way up through the categories. Sadly, a fair amount of people and sponsors often overlook the women drivers, even though some are talented enough to fight their way through the top of the field. This is largely due to the age-old mentality and false misconceptions about women drivers in general. Thankfully, with a backing from the former Formula 1 racing driver David Coulthard and technical genius Adrian Newey from Red Bull, they helped to bring these series into light to help to promote the women drivers. From this series, the three drivers that caught my eye in particular, who was very impressive during the event, was Alice Powell, Bitska Fisser and of course Jamie Chadwick. These women in particular had shown that they are truly capable with their racecraft skills and showing absolute maturity and respect for one another and fellow racing drivers. The most impressive of them all is Jamie Chadwick. Not just the fact that she won the inaugural W Series championships, but throughout other categories she has what it takes to win races, but also to win championships as well. I remember she first caught my eye in 2014 when I was watching her in the Ginetta Junior Championship, when she managed to score very impressive podiums, and also in the following year in her first attempt at the British GT4 category she also somehow managed to win the championship, which is mighty impressive. But it's not only the championship she ended up winning, but also that in the 2019 she also won the MRF Challenge Formula 2000 Championship as well. And because of her impressive achievement, it has earned her a spot in the Williams Young Driver Programme, and deservingly so, as she has shown that she is truly capable to reach the top level. You see, this is why I'm getting all hyped up for us prospects, and I really hope that she become a breakthrough that the motorsports needs in general. And hopefully if things falls into place nicely, we may one day see her in Formula 1, which will be absolutely great if she does make it, and I'll certainly be cheering her on in the future as well if she does get that far. There is one more driver I'd like to talk about who recently got everyone's heads turning, and this is the 14-year-old Japanese driver Juju Noda, the daughter of a former Formula 1 racing driver, Hideki Noda. The reason why I wanted to bring this young driver up is the fact that she's been racing at Formula 4 at a very young age. On top of that, she currently holds a lap record at the Okayama circuit in Japan at just 11 years old, which is truly remarkable given the age that she was driving, which is such a young age to even think about driving in Formula 4. Most recently, the one in particular that certainly got her a big mention is how she managed to win the Danish Formula 4 in her debut in the series. And what was more impressive, that in race 3 of that event, she managed to finish 3rd after starting as low as 12th on the grid. And the future is certainly looking bright for this one, and I can't wait to see how she does as she works her way up through the categories. Anyway, before I'm going to finish off this video, I will admit I am hyping up these drivers just a little bit, but why shouldn't we? I think we should hype up these drivers, these women drivers in particular, especially if that will give hope to all the girls who want to consider joining the motorsports in the future. I know I heard some people say that we don't really know how good they are until they get into higher categories, but that's fair enough. But can we just at this once, just for this once, just to give these girls something to shout out and be proud of? I hope you all liked the topic on this video, and possibly inspiring and encouraging more women to get into this sport. See you soon, and how you later. Awoo!